Quentin,
Sir.
welcome. Welcome, everybody.
Good to
Paul
be here.
here, Music Villa, Bozeman, Montana. And I'm with Quentin King. And, we talked about a blindfold test. And
They seem to be
here we
very
go.
popular.
People like them. The last one, was just kind of for fun. We were just dinking around. And now, though, this one's going to be a challenge.
Well, see, here's the issues. You did so well, and surprisingly well, particularly between the $3,000 and the $30,000 Martins, which to my ear, I'd have to listen really close. You picked them out, and I didn't think you would. Honestly, I was betting against you.
Yeah.
If I had to, no offense.
Well,
but we decided to up the stakes a little bit this time. We're going all in.
we are going all in. And I feel like this is going to be really hard.
It should be.
This is going to be a tough one for me.
Yeah.
But let's do this. So we're going to explain. We kind of picked 6 now. So 6 is even really hard because 3 was a lot easier. But 6 guitars, okay? Kind of what I would
flagship
call
models.
Flagship models, okay?
Yeah.
So let's start with we've got Martin, Gibson, and Taylor,
Mhm.
okay? I
So
call them the 3 big.
You want to go with Taylor's here? We'll just kind of talk
Yeah,
about
just
each
We're
one.
going to talk about each one real quick. We're going to listen to and kind of just give you guys a chance to hear the differences. But I'm going to be blindfolded, and I'm going to kind of try to figure out which ones he's playing. So we've got a Taylor 314 CE.
Yeah.
Okay?
Back and sides.
Back and sides are Sapele, spruce top.
Mhm.
It's a flagship for Taylor.
Right.
Then they have the Taylor 814 CE, which is a rosewood back and sides.
Right. Lovely guitar.
Same thing. Taylor does a lot of cutaways, electronics.
Yeah.
That's a flagship for Taylor. Okay. Then we get into the Gibson. We've got a J45. Classic model. One of the best-selling guitars on the planet. That's a mahogany back and side, spruce top,
Mhm.
round shoulder dreadnought.
Yeah.
Then we also have the J200 in the Gibson lineup. I better pick that one. If I don't, I'm going to be really embarrassed. So the J200 is the Super Jumbo, also kind of a classic Gibson. So we're just trying to pick two of each that are somewhat
It's just
well
for the record to really focus in on the pressure for Paul on the J200. This is a guitar that every time we demo any variant, he says everybody should own
Everyone
one.
should own
right,
one.
because he's such an advocate. So we'll see.
Yep.
if
Then
can
we
pick it
got a D20 or D18
Yep.
mahogany dreadnought from Martin, and a D28. These are just stock D28, stock D18, stock J200, J45, 314, 814. Kind of the classics. Now, so the D28, I do have to say, I picked that up earlier today, and I'm like, it's different than a HD28, but it's kind of still the classic. A lot of people come in, I got to say this, a lot of people come in and they go, I want a D28, I want a D28, and they leave with an HD28.
Right.
Just
What's
because
the
it's a
distinction?
different
Is
tone. This is non-scallop.
Scallop. So, and is
But
it is there
still a
shifting?
wonderful guitar.
Is there a shifting difference between the HD?
Nope, they're both forward shifted
Okay.
currently. They have been different in the past. But
Gotcha.
anyways, I don't know why I'm telling you that. Basically, I'm trying to tell you my ear may not be tuned into that one as much, but
Yeah,
we'll see.
he's planning the plausible deniability excuses.
Let's do it.
Okay,
You got an order. You just start going. I don't care what order.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about each one a little bit. I'm going to kind of say
What
some
you
of
hear,
them I
what you
might
think.
say what I think
This
it
is what folks wanted me to do, and I did not want to do it, which is actually put a brand in a model when we did my blindfold test a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because it's terrifying when you put the thing on, and not so much for me, but for Paul, of course, even more so. No
Yeah.
pressure. You'll probably do fine. You'll probably do okay.
Let me get a good
Maybe.
visual. I got to get a good visual of each one.
Yeah.
And let's go. I'm
All
ready.
right.
Here we go.
You set? All right. So what we're going to do at this point, Paul, we've kind of introduced the guitars. I've got the 6 guitars in an order, no particular order.
Okay.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little strum and maybe like a little bluegrass riff, because that's what you've heard me play so
Okay.
much before. And then we'll go through all 6,
Okay.
numbering 1 through 6, and we'll see if you can pick out.
Okay. Yeah, I'll need to
the
do
make
that.
and
Yeah,
model.
if I can hear each one, like, it's
It's contextual, right? It's relative. Like, it's easier to
Yeah.
pick out something when you're hearing it next to something else. In
correct.
isolation, it's hard to find a reference point.
Well, and 6 of them in a row is going to be a little tougher.
Yeah,
Just giving you a heads up. This might be a little more challenging than I thought.
yeah.
Okay.
Right on.
So-
It's so fun to be on this side of the blindfold. Are you ready?
I'm
Just you do some strumming.
Okay, number 1.
guitar number 2.
It's getting harder.
Getting harder. All right, this will be guitar number 3. Guitar number 4.
That was 4. Okay.
That was 4. This is 5. You all set?
Yeah. Okay. Dang.
The last guitar, guitar 6.
Okay, real quick, I got to get 3 off my mind.
3.
3 is J200, 4 is the Taylor, 6 is the Taylor.
Hold on, slow down.
This is hard.
Yeah, what do you think?
I need it all like boom, boom. I need to hear them all like.
All right, so the first one you
fast.
said it could be an 18 or a 45.
Yeah.
You said the second one could be a
Could be
Taylor. Taylor, maybe.
Could
All
be,
right.
Third one J200.
Yep.
Fourth one I thought Taylor, but now I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
All
right, so
this is harder than I thought.
And the
Much
fifth
harder.
one you've probably forgotten altogether
I have
because
forgotten.
it's some left over.
Yep.
All right, so let's do this. Let's say, and you said the sixth one was, do you remember?
Taylor.
And it was
814.
Okay, so
314.
how about this? We'll go from this point. Your first guess on the tail I got it written down was the 814 for the last one.
Yep.
And the third one you got the 200 locked in. All right.
Those are correct.
Those are correct.
Oh.
So now what we'll do is I'll go back through the order in which
Okay.
they were played, but now we've got
Leave those out.
4 guitars left.
Okay. Let's do that. I like that.
Yeah. Okay, so we're coming back in.
Okay, so
This
okay.
is the
So
first
3
guitar
and
again.
6 are gone.
3 and 6 are gone. Correct.
Okay. So number 1.
And I'll try and do these in a relatively
Okay.
quick succession. 2.
Okay.
All right.
4.
So this is actually the fourth guitar.
Okay.
The fifth guitar.
J45.
That one right there.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Sure.
All right. What about the one right before that?
J45, 314, D28, and
What was the first one?
uh,
It's the only one left from your answer.
didn't I just say it?
You guessed 45,
Yeah.
314.
314.
For the third guitar.
Yeah.
28 for the second guitar.
Yeah. No, in the new order, the 4 you just did.
Yeah.
What did I say?
I'm working backwards. So 45 for the fourth.
I'm blind. You can't work backwards on me right now. So I said 45.
Yeah.
314, D28, and J45. No, wait. J45 was on the end. What
The only
heck did
other
I say?
guitar left is the 18.
Yeah. 18. Ah, man.
It's hard, isn't it?
It is hard. I don't know.
So let me just say what you said, and I'm moving backwards because
Right.
it was the most recent
Right.
in memory. 45,
Yeah.
314.
Yeah.
You said 28, which leaves only the 18 left.
Okay.
So by process, is that your?
Yeah.
Those your final answers?
Yep.
All right. I'll say that you are batting 500 for the second round.
Okay.
You got the 45 correct
Okay.
and the 18 correct.
Okay.
So we're gonna have a showdown.
So the 45 and the 18.
Sudden
Okay,
death.
Good. So we're doing a 314 and a D28.
D28. Yeah. You ready?
Okay. Ready.
Final answer?
Yep.
You got it.
Oh, good. Can I take this off?
Yes, you can.
Woo!
So what happened? I mean, we saw.
Oh man,
Yeah, this
was hard.
This was a shocking
and that's bright.
outcome, right?
That one's where I really was struggling, and yeah, that one
So,
kind of blew my mind.
I
But like I said, the D28, so it's a non-scalloped guitar, so
Right.
it's stiffer.
'cause in my head, I would have liked to have thought I could have distinguished the Dreadnought from
Right, me too.
the Taylor. So, but this is what I want to do.
Now
real
I did in the
quick.
very end, at least in the very end.
You
right?
did as you get closer
As
and
I get
closer to
closer.
hearing them side by side. But hold that guitar for a
But
second.
all of them together.
And I
was-
want to hear the difference between these two, right?
Okay.
Because it's got a depth there
Yeah.
that
That's
I
it.
wasn't hearing in the D28.
You should have done
What I should have done.
HD28, and then it would have been.
You think it
Would've
would have
been
been
different, I
a
really
much
do.
clearer
Yep.
distinction? So that's what you were saying at the beginning. Is
That's what I
most
was saying
people
at the
come
beginning.
in looking
Yep.
for a D28 and they come out with the H.
Yep.
So this
and
is
it
a
depends
tighter.
on what you're doing.
Yeah.
For certain things, certain bluegrass, you're really hitting it hard.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. This is still a very relevant guitar. You
Yeah.
really want to get on it. It's gonna allow you to,
Mhm.
and it's gonna cut through. But it's just doesn't have that big bass.
The
like,
big
like
boom.
the HD.
Yeah, I was surprised. I would have expected this to have a deeper sound, and
Yeah.
I empathize with your confusion with the
Yeah.
314. What I thought was cool though that you immediately picked out two guitars, which were the 200
Yep.
and the 814.
Yeah.
First time through was very clear.
Yep. And it was just the hardest part was I couldn't get them fast enough and get them memorized
Well,
in my brain.
It's ladies and
6
gentlemen.
is too many.
Yeah, when
I'll
you
tell you that
when you
much.
put that many guitars, maybe we got to stick to 3.
Yeah, I
in
think
future.
so. But while we're
So,
at it,
yeah.
let's just do a real quick thing. Like I said, I love what the cool thing about this video, I think, is we're kind of talking about the icons, like the really cool guitars. D18, it's got it going on. It's a killer guitar. Let's do, why don't you strum this versus the J45? We've done this before in the past, but
Yeah.
while we're here,
This one's been I think I pulled it out of tune a little bit, so I
they're
apologize.
both mahogany guitars. They're both dreadnoughts. That's got a slope shoulder. But the scale length is different on these two. This is the longer scale. This is the shorter scale.
So can I just say something, Puppet? So I would have thought that this is my go-to guitar.
Yeah.
Actually, I would have thought the 28 because my personal guitar is an HD 28. So
Right.
I would have thought
Right.
28's my guitar. And I would have secondly thought, if not the 28th and the 18, because that does sound like a beast.
Yeah.
But I'm routinely surprised about how much I like Gibson's sound. The 200 is what it is, but this.
There's a reason why this is one of the best-selling guitars on the planet, as well as that.
See, I could be equally happy with either one of these.
Yeah.
They're both fantastic instruments. But I thought the coolest thing was seeing you squirm in the chair. That was really
tough.
Enjoyable
I
for
gotta
me.
admit that was tough. What I'd like to do is put the blindfold on you right now, have you play them on. You tell me which one's your favorite. I don't even know if you'd be able to do that.
Well, see, I could tell you which one's my
you'd be
favorite.
able to tell me, but I'd be really curious to see which one would be your favorite.
Yeah.
Because which one's your favorite now?
This is
right?
what I would say, that if we did that as a thought experiment, it would be, for my personal guitar style, one of these two. And listening to this particular 45, I might have gone with this one because it's got a really nice low end.
You'd be able to get it then. If you're already telling me these two are your favorite,
yeah.
If you strummed them all, you would.
I would
you
know
would
at
be
this
back
point.
to
I've been
these two.
playing them
You'd be
for a
back,
couple minutes with the advantage of seeing it, but the 200, of course, is going to have that big boomy sound. I don't see a lot of bluegrass players rolling in with 200s.
They're not fast enough.
Yeah, but I mean, I like the scale length. There's other features that
totally
make that a cool guitar.
Well, I guess we learned. What did we learn today?
That Paul is fallible.
We like these mahogany guitars. That's what we learned.
And I think,
the J200 is still,
and I think the Dark Horse candidate was that 314 that popped in, running alongside the 28. When we would have thought they would have been very clearly distinct. Now again, individual differences for those particular guitars. At the end of the day,
preference.
No preference, and there's no substitute for going and picking out the guitar you want to. You're gonna invest money and play it for yourself. But I think what these always demonstrate is that it's important to have somebody else play it for you, so you can hear it from the other side. It's a much different experience. So
and
again,
and the other thing is you just need to own mini guitars, 5, 6. That is the key. So thanks everyone. Hope we didn't bore you too much there.
No, I found it very interesting. Thanks.
All right. Well, I'm glad you found it interesting.
Yeah, it was very
Hopefully
fun.
these folks did.
Yeah.
So thanks everyone. Thanks for watching.